Have you ever wondered what happens when somebody wins the lotto and they don't realize they won, so they never check, and the ticket just kind of sits there?
I thought the state just swallows up all the money.
They do in a way.
How long do you have until you can collect?
Isn't
it's expired?
Isn't it also multiple winners usually?
Sometimes, yeah.
The split just gets to the people that claim it?
Yeah, sometimes it is. But in this case, it depends. If it's Powerball, I think you have, let's say, 180 days.
Oh, that's cool.
If it's like jackpot, I think you have like 300 something.
Well, they at least know where they sold the ticket, though.
Yeah.
So they win
They
money.
know that there's a winning ticket out there because the data shows, oh, somebody at this 7-Eleven in this town bought it on this day and time. But if they don't bring it, then it's just gone.
Where are you supposed to bring it?
You're supposed to come in and claim the win.
To the store?
To the store, or I think there's
Or a lotto shop.
yeah, a lotto.
There's like a lotto shop on the way into Vegas. You see that?
Yeah.
Off the 15.
I miss gambling so much.
play lotto today. You want to get it some tickets?
Let's get some scratchers.
Well, we sports bet, right? But my rule is
Isn't that gambling?
no. Okay, but here's my rule. Okay, ever since I lost 1.6 on Luna, I said I'm not going to gamble and play with money this way until I have $1 million in my bank account. So it might be forever. I stopped gambling.
All right, well, hopefully that's soon. So what happened here is that at the Florida lottery, somebody won the $36 million prize, and they were the only winner. They didn't show up, and they've been counting the days, and it just expired. 180 days have passed, so they never came forward.
done, yeah.
It's officially gone. So in Florida, what happens is that the money, 80% of that total is going to go to the Education Enhancement Trust Fund, which is basically the public school
What the fuck is
system.
that, dude?
Booing that is hilarious. Boo!
So-
we want the one winner who might be a crackhead.
Give it to that guy.
Ruin their life, yeah. So, and that's going to go to help public schools. It'll fund grants,
Yeah, right.
scholarships.
You know that's a fucking racket.
Right.
They're gonna be like, we need new chairs, otherwise the money's not coming.
President of that fund.
Yeah, the other 20% goes straight back into the lottery, like we were thinking. And in California, all the prize money that gets unclaimed goes into the public school system.
Into Gavin
Where the
Newsom's
fuck
pocket.
do we feel that?
Yeah, bro, they ain't getting it.
But since the lottery started 40 years ago, over $1 billion have been unclaimed and returned to the system.
Wow.
Over $1 billion.
I heard the lotto is actually really great for the state, like how much it generates.
It's
On top of tax revenue, you know?
yeah, but it's pretty crazy.
We're
that,
still
like,
in a deficit.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that much money has gone into the public school system in that way. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it. But here's an interesting fact: in 2022 in Illinois, a person has the record for the most unclaimed money.
What?
From a ticket. What do you think it was?
Unclaimed money?
What's the total you think?
Wait, multiple tickets or just one ticket that had a big amount? Like 200 million?
Matt, way more.
Way more?
This guy's retarded,
Better
dude.
not be more than 600
Guy
million.
never showed up. It's just unclaimed.
Is he dead?
Maybe he died.
I hope he is.
They don't know because there's no. You know, like with lotto tickets, you have to buy them in cash, right?
Yeah.
So you can't. There's no record of like who.
So maybe he just fucking bought it and forgot, got drunk, and lost the ticket.
Yeah, because if you buy, I mean, anyone who's buying a ticket, usually you're checking the numbers, you know?
Yeah,
like, that's
usually,
the
yeah.
type of person who's buying it.
Especially if it's more than $500 million.
What do you think? What do you think the amount is?
675.
It's more than that.
1 billion?
He for sure died or was drunk and forgot it or lost it.
More than 1 billion?
Yeah.
2 billion.
How the fuck can you have more than 1 billion?
Too, but it's 1.337 billion.
Ooh.
That's so crazy.
This person holds the
He
record.
doesn't deserve it, dude. You don't claim it. You fucked up. You don't deserve it.
I hope he's watching this show right now.
Do you guys remember the guy in California? Well, actually in like Pasadena who won like 1.5 billion?
Oh
What
yeah.
happened to him?
So he's like an older cat. They found his name. One of my clients lives right next door to him.
Oh,
actually.
shit.
And she says they moved in like probably around the time where he won. And then now he has like just 24/7 armed security guards just storming the whole property.
Wow.
He
And it's
doesn't
like,
move out?
no, they bought the house.
They moved in.
They moved into that neighborhood. and they just have crazy armed security guards, and it's just so unlike the rest of the neighborhood, and it's like a very nice walk.
Why don't they just move to a better gated community?
Move to a gated community or something.
Maybe they want to be in their own hood.
It's like very posh. They have a country club up there. It's like
Oh, so it's in a good neighborhood.
like deep in there.
San Marino.
Wow.
Kind of like the north version of that, yeah. But it's like armed security guards walking around the whole time.
I be entering stupid raffles and sweepstakes online and all that.
Yeah, you do the Omaze
bro,
ones.
You know the car joints.
Omaze?
Yeah. I be entering those things,
Yeah.
resto mods or whatever. Fuck.
And 50,000 in cash.
Such a fucking waste, dude, all the time.
You have to buy like merch in order to get more points for the ticket. Have you seen that?
Those
Like, if you
Omaze
buy-
ones were good though.
Yeah, they're kind of
Yeah,
bangers.
that's the one. Yeah.
I mean, you could justify gambling by saying you're contributing to the school systems here.
That's probably why they structured it like that.
So do you think there's a better use for unclaimed lottery money? Do any of you guys have a better idea? Let's say you're mayor or governor. Like, what would you change for where this money goes?
It's tough because the system that we have already sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like if Gavin Newsom is already really good at losing money, then why are we giving him more money?
Well, let's say you don't have to put it back into the actual like public sector. Like, where would you put it at all?
I would put it into research that can help, like whether it's education or technology or something that can help society. I would like, so for example, right, like a lot of the research, the reason why it is the way it is because it's only private companies paying them for marketing or the government. So like there's only two ways that scientists could work. So if they wanted to do something, like let's say find a cure for cancer that isn't profitable, but like let's say they figured out, oh, if you sleep 10 hours a day, you'll cure it. Or some shit like that that doesn't cost anything, nobody would fund it. So that's where I would say maybe you can fund projects where it's benefiting society in the long run, but also it's not tainted by company or whatever.
I think the public school system, the way it's done, is pretty good. But I think it's also because like the least amount of people in that state can complain about that outcome.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if there's a more ideal,
He complained about it.
it's like you end up needing to make the choice that the most amount of people participating can't complain about the outcome. You know?
What about everyone just gets a Happy Meal that day?
That's cool. Free tacos.
You pay McDonald's. Yo, someone didn't whatever. Go to the nearest McDonald's. Everyone gets to get a free Happy
Still,
Meal.
people are trying to boycott McDonald's right now. You know what I mean?
Stupid.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
McDonald's is delicious.
I don't think that's the debate they're having though.
Yeah.
the only other thing is maybe like if your fucking state is in a debt, it goes straight to the debt because that debt also is probably happening because you have to budget out money that goes to the public school sector. You know what I'm saying?
That is the debt. Yeah. No,
so
makes
it's like,
sense.
go to the debt specifically, but then that also is probably just gonna line politicians' pockets anyway. So like, what great answer is there?
For what you know about like public schooling, I guess the funds that are allocated to it, is 1.3 billion a lot of money?
Nah,
It's not, right?
not even close.
Yeah.
Think about how many fucking public schools are in this state.
That's what I
I think it
figured.
was like the LA district.
And you're saying you're saying 1.3 billion over 40 years, like
Oh no, this is what didn't get claimed that year from that one guy.
from like that one state.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course that's a lot for that one moment. But you said even in California, since like the fucking 40 years ago, we've only gotten $1 billion in unclaimed shit, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking nothing.
Yeah, in terms of like how much money they need to operate, like,
It's like $800 a school.
And what is that really gonna do? It's like what you get 2-ply toilet paper now? Like what does that?
Pencils.
a pencil for every 80 students. Yeah, it takes a lot of money for that. Cause like I think when you just look at this, kind of like if you shotgun look at it, you're like, what? The public school system got $1 billion? Like,
Like it would be
good at
sick.
burning money.
It would be sick if like we saw this was like an actual science experiment for us in a sense. It's like all the schools in that state suddenly all the teachers get like a 200% pay increase, and then suddenly the national average high scores for those students is like they're at the peak. Then you're like, okay, I think that there's something at fault here. You know what I mean? Maybe we need to pay our teachers more. It'd be dope if we could see some sort of like cause and effect. But
It's a competitive thing, right? The higher you get the score, the money. Oh, but that's how it works, right? Those schools get more money.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
why
why you results.
Yeah, based on performance.
Yeah.
The standardized
That would be
testing.
tight if teachers just got a direct bonus, even if it's small. Every teacher gets $200 because someone didn't, like something that you feel a direct hit rather than it's going through the system and then by the time it reaches anything, it's like pennies. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to punish those that mismanage funds.
I wish there was.
Never gonna be a way.
There's always.
I think when you work for the government, you don't get punished for laziness. You don't get punished for incompetence. People that mismanage funds and overspend and maybe hook up their homies with a contracting contract and all that stuff. And let's say like you're siphoning money from the people. There's no like you don't get fired. You don't lose your job. Your job's protected. They put people in positions that already proven that they fuck up their own like district by spending too much. They don't know how to control it.
I mean,
That's
the
like-
people that are mismanaging money are probably also in charge of the punishment.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Like it costs money to investigate them, and then those guys could also.
There's always gonna be have to be somebody you trust. You know, even
At one point, huh?
Yeah, at one point. Like I trust my accountant, but he could be stealing money from me. I wouldn't even know.
Yeah. Unless you really want to do the work and like look at everything.
And I don't. You know.
Yeah, right. You'd rather pay another guy who can screw you to do that.
That's why you hire 3 accountants and you make them fight against each other.
Checks and balances, yeah. But who would have thought? That's pretty crazy that money goes into public school. I never knew that. I never even thought about what happens when they don't.
I think they actually started it to do that.
That is correct. That's the whole point of the lottery.
Yeah,
The
okay.
lottery was made to like
the-
for public school system. Isn't that crazy?
Kind of dope.
Yeah.
Teachers
it's pretty
do
dope.
deserve to get paid more though.
They probably need to be.
Imagine teaching like hundreds of kids every day. Teaching a bunch of people who don't want to learn.
Yeah.
is crazy. You know.
Right.
And imagine it was like the highest paying job too, so that means it was so competitive to become a teacher, which means you had to fucking try so hard to get, you know, your class at a certain level.
But
all
bad
the time.
teachers should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
For sure.
Death penalty for being shitty.